Extra time.
Hi, this is Kochannek for Extra Time. Something quite dramatic has actually happened at the end of the day, third day's play of the third test between India and Australia, the Border Gavaskar Trophy. In fact, there's been some officials, Indian officials and management, that have been actually furious with what is believed to be alleged racist abuse from SCG crowd members. Now, the reality is there's only 10,000 people in the crowd today. There was 9,000 in the second, 8,000 in the first. But there's apparently been percolating away for 2 days some so-called alleged abuse being levelled towards Siraj today from the Randwick End and Bumrah at certain stages of the match as well. Having been in the audience or the crowd for the 3 days of the test, certainly you can hear more audible the actual sounds from the crowd itself. But it's interesting because at the end of today's play, there was a certain number of officials that were talking to both Nick Hockley, the CEO of Cricket Australia, or the acting CEO of Cricket Australia, and also Head of Integrity and Security, Sean Carroll, were both spoken to by Indian management in regards to this matter. It does look like something was actually said. It's alleged as racist, but it may well be an insult of sorts, which is certainly not a great deal different. But the reality is that there's a fair bit of discussion. There are also girls in the crowd that I actually witnessed myself, both in the Barongal stand and the member stand, that were actually calling out to Bumrah in particular during the match to get his attention. And they were quite nice comments. They were quite positive and quite welcoming comments. But that is not what we're talking about here specifically. It's about the actual alleged racist comments or the alleged form of abuse by way of insults that have been levelled at both Siraj from the Randwick End and Bumrah at various positions on the boundary as well. They both have now reported been locked inside the dressing rooms after the match with that match official David Byrne and a number of other security as to what was transpired. In fact, one of the Indian management also was believed to be behind Bumrah and witnessed the transgression as well. Now, that's all still percolating, still being sorted out. There's been an official complaint made by the BCCI, and this will be certainly expanding in this information throughout the night as we find more into the next day. But a startling revelation, certainly a dramatic moment here at the third test, certainly has derailed some of the performances of today, as Australia looked particularly good. India certainly didn't bowl badly at all. They bowled quite well, but in the end, this matter has overtaken the day. On top of the issues that obviously relate to the Brisbane test and the doubts as to whether India will go to Brisbane and the conjecture around that, and also the discussion around the various COVID breaches going back to Kohli and the likes of Hardik Pandya. So there's been a fair bit of controversy, and this is certainly adding to it. As the headlines are saying, there's certainly a certain alleged racist abuse, or at least some form of insult that's been levelled from the SCG crowd. Of course, being a lesser crowd, they're more audible, more easily heard. This is Kochannek here for Extra Time. Please view, like and share the post, and please listen for feedback and comments that we'll give you and we'll provide you, and we'll certainly follow this particular situation as it breaks about the so-called alleged abuse and form of insult. Kochannek from Extra Time.
Hit the subscribe option and the bell icon to get all the exclusive sports videos on Extra Time.